This is Rebecca Fillmore, and I want to welcome you to Her Inspired Mind podcast. Each week, I will be helping you strengthen your mind, be inspired, encouraged, and empowered. Be sure to hit that subscribe or follow button so that you don't miss out on any future episodes. And if you aren't yet, follow me on Instagram at Inspire Her Mindset for daily inspiration. Hello there. Thank you for tuning back into Her Inspired Mind podcast. Today, I want to talk to you about something that I feel that is so important. And first of all, I want to ask you a question. How often do you tell yourself that you're proud of yourself? How often do you speak life into yourself? This is very important because you don't need anyone else's validation except for yourself. You don't have to wait for anybody else to tell you, wow, I'm proud of you. Look how far you've come. You need to be proud of your own self. You have to be your biggest fan. Because if you're always dependent on what other people are going to tell you of how proud they are of you, or for other people to celebrate you, you're not going to be completely happy. So it doesn't matter what you've gone through in the past. It doesn't matter if you're not where you thought you'd be at your age, whether you'd be in a certain place in your career, or if you have kids or married, or in a certain point in your relationship status. None of that matters. I want you to really just be proud of yourself of where you are today. Be proud of the fact that everything that you've gone through in the past didn't kill you. Every day you're waking up, you're breathing, you're living, and you're here still for a reason. So be proud of yourself for that. Don't look at how much further you have yet to go, but look back to see how far you've come. Everybody's journey is different, so don't compare yourself to somebody else's journey. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 25. Make it a habit to celebrate even the smallest accomplishments. Whether you pushed yourself out of bed when you didn't feel like it, whether you finished a book, finished a course, graduated from something, didn't engage in an argument when your buttons were being pushed, every single time, every single chance that you get, talk to yourself in a loving and positive way and just tell yourself, I'm proud of you. Look at yourself in the mirror right now and think about something that you've accomplished that maybe you didn't celebrate because you didn't think it was such a big deal. But I want you to make a big deal because life is such a gift and you're here for a reason and for a purpose. And this life that we live, it can hit us really hard sometimes, man. Like, be proud of the fact that that thing that you thought was going to kill you didn't. That those people who talk so negatively about you and told you that you would never become anything in life, that you have. That you didn't let those people talk you out of going after your goals and after your dreams. Whatever it is that you know that you could celebrate it. Celebrate it to the fullest. No one but you knows the road that you've had to walk, how hard it has been for you to even get where you are today. I know sometimes we tend to be our own worst critic, but yet we don't tend to be our own biggest fans. We're always very quick to criticize ourselves like, oh, I failed. Oh, I didn't accomplish this. Oh, I should have been here by now. But just know that you are where you're supposed to be in your life. You know, I was listening to this podcast this morning and it talked about how a blessing at the wrong time is not a blessing. And I was like, wow, like that's deep. You know, I think it was TD Jakes. He was talking about what if he gave his son the keys to a car when his son was only 5 years old. Getting a car may be a blessing, right? But imagine him giving a car, the keys to a car, to his 5-year-old son. What do you think would happen in that moment? Catastrophe. Like, what would a 5-year-old know to do with a car? So it's the same thing with us. A lot of times we talk down on ourselves, or we're not quick to celebrate ourselves the way that we would celebrate other people and their accomplishments, because we feel like we're not where we should be. But God knows exactly what you need and when you need it. And He's not going to give you something sooner than what He knows that you're prepared to have. So until you get to your destination, celebrate yourself along the journey. You don't have to wait for something huge to happen and something great and impactful to happen. Celebrate every single day that you're here, that you're alive, that you push yourself, because life is a gift. And that's why they call it a present. And if you continue to think about what you haven't accomplished and how much further you need to go, you're robbing yourself of that gift. The gift of today. The gift of being able to live another day. The gift of being able to be a gift in this world. Because you are a gift. You're not here by accident. You're here for a reason and for a purpose. And just because maybe you don't know what that purpose is, it doesn't take away the fact that you have greatness within you. So celebrate yourself. Celebrate every little thing. Celebrate the fact that you didn't burn dinner. Celebrate the fact that you did walk around the block. Change your mentality. Instead of always talking negative to yourself and always putting yourself down and thinking about what you didn't accomplish, look at the things that you did accomplish. So like right now, I want you to think, what is something that you can celebrate this last week? And I challenge you to share that on social media. I don't care how little it is. Or if you don't want to share it on social media, send it to me directly. Because I want to celebrate with you. I want you to learn to celebrate yourself where you are. Because again, you are where you're meant to be right now in this moment. Okay? So I just want you to learn to speak more life, to be more present. And again, continue to celebrate yourself. Stop waiting for other people to validate you. You don't need anybody to clap for you. You don't need for people to tell you that you're doing great when you know you're doing great yourself. It's okay. It doesn't mean you're cocky. You can be a humble person and not think, that, oh, I'm all this and I'm all that. Like, don't think that by you being proud of yourself that you're not being a humble person. You have to be your own biggest fan. And the more that you learn how to celebrate yourself, you're going to start noticing that you're going to be more happy. You're going to be more content. You're going to be more grateful. Because a lot of times when you depend on the validation from other people and they don't give it to you, that's when the depression comes. That's when the lonely feelings come, because you're then putting your value in the hands of someone else. You're putting your happiness in the hands of someone else. But at the end of the day, your value is not according to what other people put on you. It's how you validate and how you value yourself. Your happiness shouldn't be in the hands of anyone else but yourself. So when you celebrate yourself and you're pumping yourself up, you're giving yourself that motivation, because no one else knows how hard it was for you to get through some things. They might have an idea, but they're not going to know 100% because you're the one who feels those feelings. You're the one who has had to push yourself through tears. You're the one who has had to pick yourself up at times when you've been going through things. So that's today's message, okay, is to be proud of yourself, celebrate yourself, and share. When you share on social media, please tag me at Inspire Her Mindset on Instagram, on Facebook. Again, you can find me, Rebecca Fillmore. And again, if you don't want to celebrate or put it out in the public yet, you can send it to me in private. I want to celebrate with you. I think it's so important because if you're always waiting for the destination, your path is going to be not so great. I mean, if you haven't had the habit of celebrating yet, because you're waiting for that next thing and that next thing and that next thing, you're never going to be fully happy. So celebrating yourself is one of those keys to happiness right now. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We're not in control of what's going to happen tomorrow either. All we can do is be here and present today. So every day, find at least one thing that you're proud of yourself for. Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. And I can't wait to see what you are proud of so that I can celebrate with you. I hope that you have found value in this. And if you feel like someone needs to hear this message, please share it with them. And I look forward to talking to you guys in the next episode. God bless.